Ladies and gentlemen, we have done it again. Welcome to another episode of the Sepsiss Show. If you could, please, if you're watching, please share the stream. That's the most valuable thing that everyone can do to help us out. In the meantime, once again, welcome to the Sepsiss Show. Music, art, culture, and current events. We combined all of our favorite streams that we've had all of the years into one show. That's this show, the Sepsiss Show. Music, art, and culture every Wednesday at a new time, Lex.
New time.
8 o'clock.
Okay, 8 o'clock.
8 p.m. From here on out, this new time for this program will be at 8 p.m.
Love that. Let's do it.
You know what else we're going to do a lot more of?
What?
We're going to have more guests on the Sepsiss Show.
I love that. Let's do it. Let's get to know the people.
Who should we have as guests on the Sepsiss Show? Do you know? Can you think of any people we should have? I think we should have Babu.
I was about to say Babu.
Do you want to know why I'm saying that?
Why?
Because he was supposed to be on tonight.
That's right.
Somebody tag Loud Entertainment and send them a message from me and tell them that with sorrow and deep regret, we wasn't able to host Babu of Loud Entertainment tonight. I'm fucking crushed.
It's so sad.
No, I'm fucking crushed.
Yeah, it's honestly heartbreaking.
It's almost like
He had a whole outfit.
it's almost like how I prefer my ice. I prefer my ice crushed. I'm crushed.
I'm crushed.
But don't worry, because next Wednesday we're going to try to host and have Babu come back. Shout out to Babu from Loud Entertainment. We were going to have
Love you, Babu.
our folks from Loud Entertainment come on today and talk about the future, talk about the event calendar and everything that they're doing with Sepsiss. I don't like this being this far.
Move closer.
Oh, there's Loud Entertainment.
Hi.
Or Melissa's tagging them. Never.
Oh.
I don't know how to tag Babu, but if I could, I would tag and say, regretfully, I'm crushed that he couldn't be here with us today. Yeah. But stay tuned, because next week we're going to get started a little bit earlier. Not that it really matters. Doesn't matter. There's really no time limit here. This is that's the best part about this podcast is there's no fucking rules.
It's the best.
That seems to be the ongoing theme in the band.
Yeah.
How are you tonight, Lex?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing all right, but I would love for your microphone to be up louder. Can I see
louder?
Yeah, can I see that little pack that you got? I know a trick.
Okay.
Right. See this?
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
See this little dial right here?
Yeah.
Put your finger on this dial. You got to be careful.
I don't want to break it.
You're not going to break it. But what I'm saying is you got to just be mindful and aware of like how intense you're turning this wheel. Okay. Push it in slightly. Apply a little bit of pressure. Say yeah, marmalade.
Yeah, marmalade.
Say yeah, marmalade.
Yeah, marmalade.
Okay. Hold on. Say honey, bring it home.
Honey, bring it home.
Bring it on home now.
Bring it on home now.
Okay, that's good. See how it works? See that?
Oh. How'd you do that? Is that volume?
That is a gain knob.
Oh.
It's a volume knob, so to speak, but what's the difference between gain and volume? Does anybody know that?
What does gain mean?
All you musicians and experts out there.
I truly want to know what that means.
I mean, we could look. We have a computer in our pocket.
Like, what is gain? Like, what is that? I've always wondered what that was.
It's volume. Hold on.
What?
What's the difference between gain and volume? We're not gonna just continue with this.
I've always wanted to know.
Well, we're gonna stop wanting.
Okay. We're gonna know.
I cannot. I'm so crazy about society and how everybody tells me they want to know stuff. And I'm like, you have a goddamn computer almanac census in your fucking pocket. We can know things. Gain and volume control an audio signal at different points. Gain adjusts the strength of the input before processing. That's the key.
Okay.
Right. So the volume controls the loudness for the output signal after processing. It's post and pre. Now I know everything about it and I'll never have to think about this ever again. When it comes, yes. Yes. The key thing here, they broke it down. Let me show y'all what the key thing is. See, this is such an educational program.
This really is.
We could have just sat there and go, oh man, I wonder what it is, and we'll wait for tomorrow.
Let's just
and
move on.
We'll ask somebody else, and we'll fucking pray that people deliver it to us on the silver spoon. When all I did was I went in my fucking pocket and I picked up the personal computer that's sitting in my fucking pocket.
The answer was always there.
In a society where we all pretend and, depend and rely on looking and mimicking fucking experts, I think that being an amateur is worth something.
Definitely.
Let's just look at the main point. The gain adjusts the strength of the input signal before processing. Pre. The volume controls the loudness overall of the output signal after processing as a master volume. Post.
That makes sense.
Pre. Post. Man, that clears it up for me.
That makes a lot of sense.
And there's probably a lot of people out there that are like, obviously, like, we already knew that and everything else. And that's good for them. I didn't know that.
I did not know.
I don't know shit.
Mm-hmm. Viva music. We didn't know that.
Right. Like, we have several different knobs and buttons that say pre
We've been doing
and
sound.
post. Yo, it's like the pad button. Mm-hmm. Who knew what the pad button did before I actually looked it up?
That there was a pad button to begin with.
And nobody ever admits
I know nothing.
Not knowing it. Especially in music. If we get talking music with anybody on the street in a bar, everyone around the table has to be a fucking expert.
Right.
And then I go, oh, hold on.
But we're like, we know nothing.
I know nothing.
Nothing.
What I'm trying to do is continue to be a student. And in order to be a student, I have to remind myself of all the things I don't know. Yo, I'm like video. I'm like, what does this button do? Right. And then I hit it. But very rarely...
You just scrape the surface.
Very rarely can I describe what the fuck I'm doing.
Right. Like, what did you even do?
We're not sure.
What even is pressing a button?
It's like high pass and low pass. On a mixer, there's a high pass and a low pass.
What is that? What is that?
Well, I told you before what it was. Do you remember?
No, I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh. Well, we'll go over that another time.
Okay. I was really excited when you were showing me.
Hey, thank you for whatever that was.
So that's probably why I didn't retain mine.
This is something.
Oh? What did we do?
We gotta hydrate.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Whatever you did, it worked.
Appreciate that.
So I was gonna have Loud Entertainment and Babu come on here and talk post Swarmy Fest. Not pre. Yeah, we did pre. I was gonna, now we're doing this. What?
I'm sorry, just the tone of voice, like the way you presented that, you're like, we did do a pre.
Mm-hmm. So, Craig says, I'm definitely not an expert, but I learn from either computers and being around musicians. Yeah, I mean, that's one. Yeah, there's a lot out there. A lot of folks can't get past the promotional content and the pornography. You got to get through all of these obstacles on the internet if you're going to learn anything.
Yeah.
It's like whack-a-mole. Learn half a scale, then boop, come up some boobs.
And then boop.
Right, then all of a sudden the gambling scheme.
And then boop.
Whoa, look at that. Ed's here. What's up, Ed? What's
Ed.
going on, brother? Yo, I'm so sad. Like every time people leave for Swarmy Fest, I'm like a child. I like,
Come on back
I'm one of those people
now.
when everybody, you know, we're all in the hotel room and everybody starts saying their goodbyes and stuff like that. I literally become emotional. That's so new to me. I would
Yeah.
never think that somebody like myself could feel that way.
Stormy Fest goes by way too quick. And they say that time flies when you're having fun. But why does it have to fly that fast, though?
Swarmy Fest is the one time a year where we have an opportunity to put like a lot of special friends in the same weekend together. And whether you
Yeah.
do the pre-party, the after show, or even my brother showed up in the parking lot, like whatever role or position you're playing, people try to show up and do their part. I appreciate that, but I hate saying goodbye, man.
Yeah.
I don't mind saying goodbye to the people that are with us locally because I know we can see them soon. But like for the folks that travel,
It's a little different.
yeah,
It hits a little closer to home.
yeah, because you realize how much effort and energy that somebody has to put into their own lives to come and visit you and
And,
be a part of what we're doing. It's fucking awesome, man.
and life experiences are so fragile.
And brief,
Yeah.
delicate,
And brief.
brief, um, and we want to make them like we want to make the most out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I almost hope that we don't get so big someday where we can't get the most out of it.
Yeah.
Some bands they get so big where they can't get the most out of this experience. They're so huge they can't meet any of their fans.
Mm-hmm.
It would be unfair. You know, if they say hi to one person, they gotta say hi to 10 people.
And I gotta say hi to everybody.
Right. We ain't brought enough candy for the classroom.
And then you're there until 3 a.m.
Um, but I was so excited to see everybody. Wasn't unfortunately able to make it, but definitely going to the next.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Come on
We would love to
down.
see you pop up. Anytime you want to come to a show, just message us and we'll try to help you get there. Next year, I'm planning a New England tour.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
let's do it.
Go around the
So,
region.
that's the first idea should be in conversation is should we do another Swarmy Fest? And I think we've already said we're going to.
I vote yes.
Put a one in the chat if we should do Swarmy Fest again. It would be the fifth annual. Would so somehow we would have to make this incredible.
It's half a decade.
That's a half a decade.
That's a half. That's a long
That's a long
time.
time we've been. That's cool that we've all done this. Like
Yeah. This is so cool.
I feel like
What a
Bernie,
ride.
Kev, Ed. I feel like they are like administrators.
Right. They
Matt
are.
Connerton, like
Mm-hmm.
everybody's
They
like
are.
everybody knows like what's going on and
Mm-hmm.
what to do. It's like gotten away from us. We're like all a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking dope.
We gave it back to the region.
Yeah, that's fucking cool, man.
What a gift. Sorry Fest is a gift.
Yeah, it really is.
It's a gift and a
I think it'd be crazy if we.
privilege.
I think it'd be crazy if we didn't do it again.
Yeah.
What? Yo,
Like,
if
why stop now?
right.
We have so much
What?
support and momentum and
What?
love.
What the hell's going on with what is going on with this mic?
What?
Let me just ask everybody that's in the chat to get an idea. What are some things that we could do differently? Give me some feedback. What could we do differently? How could we make it better? What should we bring to the table?
Who do you want to see?
That's true. That's true. That's true too. So typically, It's not typical at all. Traditionally, it's a better word because it's not typical. It's
No.
it's the fourth annual. It's not typical. What I'm saying is, um, the banner of Swarmy Fest has been local bands.
Mhm.
That doesn't mean we have to do that, but that's what it has been.
Mhm.
We like to be able to show the guests, even our staff members, we like to be able to show them new bands every year. But I'm not dead on that. Like if you guys want to see certain bands, I want to know about it. What should we do? Do you think it's good enough? Should we add to it? Should it be bigger?
Yeah.
Like what kind of things would you guys want to see? So obviously we had a stripper for the after party, but she went missing. And I mean, she didn't go missing on my watch, but she went missing. Like she didn't show up. I don't know what happened. Um, so, and of course we had the official Swarmy Fest dancers. They were great.
They were
They were
awesome.
great.
They killed
Yeah,
it.
they killed it.
Lilith Cat and the Blood Witch.
A high note for me was Cherry Fog. I loved all the bands, but that was
Cherry
like this.
Fog.
Wow, I didn't expect that to happen.
I was not expecting them to be like bluesy, but that was so cool.
I'm gonna lie, I took a sneak peek to see like what they were about.
You took a sneak peek.
Yeah, because
You knew this going into it.
I'm the creative coordinator of the show. I have to make sure that the music fits.
Yeah.
I can't do
That's true.
I can't do 4 death metal bands and then an R&B band.
No, it's
I
not
gotta
gonna
know.
work.
I gotta know because I gotta set up. Because we all gotta set up what band goes where too.
Yeah.
And it's usually like courtesy. First come, first serve sort of thing.
Right.
But we do take a little bit of time to think about that.
Mhm.
Craig said would be cool if you guys added possibly Lansdowne or Sleep Spirit or possibly Prospect Hill. We did send a message to Prospect Hill for Swarmy Fest 2. And I'm not going to say here on air how much they were going to charge us, but we don't have that kind of money. Yeah. This is a local show. So the tag them in the comments.
Yeah.
I don't like to conversate about people while they're not here. But we did Joe, what up?
Joe! Hi.
So yeah, I don't know who Lansdowne is. I've never heard of them. So I'll check into them. Um and I'm not really too familiar with the Sleep Spirit band, but I've heard of them before. Um and I know who Prospect Hill is because we've had some of our fans actually request them to be on Swarmy Fest 2. So we did send them a message a few times. And again, I'm not going to tell you how much they were charging, but in my personal and professional opinion, I think it was too much for a local band to charge another local band to play. Yeah. I would love. Who's Roses?
Hmm.
But I did. I asked. I would love to have Prospect Hill on Swarmy Fest. Um, but they're charging like Motley Crue numbers. And you know what I mean? I'm a local band. This is a local show. Prospect Hill is a local band. But that's not no local money. Maybe they just didn't want to. Maybe they just didn't want to play the show.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of money. I wouldn't have the balls as a local band to charge that much for a local show.
No.
But to each their own, everybody. I'm not going to tell anybody how to do their business either.
No.
You know. Oh, Roses Unread. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. They're a great band. You know what? They don't talk to us anymore. I don't know. They're like one of those handful of bands that were too metal for one hand. They don't talk to us no more. They used to be our best buds. Then all of a sudden they started ignoring us. We've invited them many times, and the invitation still stands. We would love to have them. We would love to host that band, but unfortunately, they don't talk to us anymore.
It's sad.
It is sad. Yeah. So the other thing about that, and I don't mean to be a jerk, but like, we don't want to play with bands that don't want to play with us. Like, we love all of those ideas, guys, and we love that you love those bands. We would never want to stand in your way as far as what the hell you want on your pizza, who you're dating, or what you do in your private or personal lives, and what your tastes are as far as music. We like to be supportive to our fans and encourage them to like all bands, even ones that we don't. And we encourage and we motivate everybody as much as they can to seek out a variety and diverse amount of bands, because we genuinely believe that it gives us a chance for you to love us more too. But I need to make it clear, some bands don't want to play with us. We want to play with everybody, but some bands don't want to play with us, and we understand that. So once we learn, that some bands don't want to play with us, then we, at that point, we don't really want to play with them because we know that they don't want to play with us. So we are much more excited to play with bands that are excited to play with us, or that like us even. I
Yeah.
I think that in the local scene, in the semi pro scene, that doesn't get talked about enough. We are a band that only wants to book with bands that like us, that appreciate us, that understand our message, bands that understand our mission. They don't have to agree with us. They don't have to act like us or think like us. They don't have to fall under the same banner. Um,
But they gotta like want to do it on their own. Like
yeah,
they gotta like we're not gonna force. Just like we're not gonna force people to listen to our music. We're not gonna force people
yeah,
to play with us. We're not gonna force people to
yeah,
do business the way that we do business.
yeah.
We're not gonna force people to run their lives and do
Mhm.
what they want to do. We're gonna respect their wishes and we're just gonna do what we're gonna do.
And, and,
We're not
and
gonna force
And
nobody.
we do believe truly that collaboration happens at the top, but we also know that not everybody feels that way. But so we want to work with bands that agree that collaboration happens at the top. And a lot of bands distance themselves from us because we are outspoken, and a lot of bands disagree with what we say, and they believe that being outspoken in general is against the rules in rock and roll. And a lot of bands believe that siding with us or being outspoken in general is against the rules in hard rock and heavy metal. And somehow that being associated with Sepsiss and the fact that we're unspoken is somehow going to limit or prevent them from gaining opportunities in the industry. People believe that telling the truth or being outspoken or defending yourself or standing up for yourself or speaking out when you see injustice, a lot of bands distance themselves from us because of the way that we speak openly about the music industry. And a lot of bands avoid playing with us or associating with us because some might disagree, and others believe that because they disagree and that we're outspoken, associating with us or playing with us will limit the opportunities that they're going to be offered in the music industry, which is the most unrock and roll fucking thing I've ever heard of. So fuck those bands.
Right.
I don't want to. I think the general idea is that as bands, we all want to open up and play for people that we may not disagree with. Like, people don't agree with Marilyn Manson, but they'll open up for him. because
in a heartbeat.
in a heartbeat. So where people will say, "Oh, we don't want to open up for Sepsiss because, or we don't want to play with them or associate with Sepsiss because they're too outspoken, they're too controversial." They'll go play with the next controversial person if they got the numbers.
Hmm.
See how that works?
And then you really get to see.
So on one,
Right.
there, a lot of bands will try to promote their morality, that they're too rock and roll, they're too pure, they're too spiffy to associate with us because we're outspoken. But they'll be associated with some other criminal, nasty motherfucker who's got millions of followers and big tours. So yeah,
Teach your own.
to each their own, man. Uh, I think for us moving forward, it's important that we play with bands that we really like. And it's
100%.
like we want to share the stage. We want to be on shows with bands that we actually like their music. We've played a lot of shows where, everyone's polite and it's a great opportunity and people file in. But lately we've been a lot more specific.
Hmm.
Laser focusing in on playing with bands that actually have heard of us before, bands that actually can go on the record and say that they like us. Um, we want to play with bands that we're fans of their band and fans of their music too. Yeah, what up, Carrie? What's going on?
Hi.
What's up? What's up? Video says, how about 2 days of bands and a party in between, and before, and after? Oh.
That's a lot of party.
I like that though.
Yeah. We're gonna get a DJ. Wicka, 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 wicka.
Wicked, wicked.
I'd love to see a real DJ.
I'm a real DJ.
I know. I'd love to see that.
DJ Soulchild's a real DJ.
Yeah.
You saw him scratching.
That was dope.
You say you want to go to like some like hip hop battle shit?
Yeah, like
That'd
a
be fun.
DJ battle.
That'd be fun.
I've never been to one of those. I'd like to go.
So don't forget, everybody, the new time for this podcast is 8. It's 8
Write it
p.m.
down. Write it down. 8 p.m.
I'm really contemplating on trying that pen over there. If you went and
Try
got it, we'd try it.
Where is it?
It's right there on the
the
frameworks chair. Yeah.
Okay. I'll grab it.
Oh, here's one from Rob. You can listen to Rob while you're going to get it. You should ask 3 Points of Madness. You did a show with them this year. Ron had a 17 string. Also, like to see Inverter back at Swarmy Fest. Did Inverter ever play Swarmy Fest?
I think they did. But don't
Or was
quote
it
me.
was it a Jewel show?
We did play with them at the Middle East in Boston, but if they did a Swarmy Fest, I don't remember. I do remember the Middle East though in Boston.
The Middle East in Boston.
Or
That was a long time ago.
yeah.
We haven't played with them in a long time. Yeah, start that up. So yeah, hopefully I can make the next Swarmy Fest. Yeah, Morgan,
Come on down.
come on down. I know. So there's not going to be a ton of New Hampshire shows. So if you see us playing in New Hampshire this next season, I would go because I really don't know if we're going to be playing a lot. And the Fete Halloween party. Maybe that's what it was.
Oh, we did play.
That
Did
was
we play
fun.
with them at Fete?
That was fun.
Oh, we did, didn't we?
Yeah, that was an awesome,
I'm sorry
fun
for
show.
not
It was like
remembering
us,
that.
Dead by Wednesday.
Oh yeah, it was Harley Quinn.
That was
Okay.
so much fun.
They did play that show. Okay.
Damn, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
Woo.
Wow, that was a while ago.
Right?
I think
In
that was
the
the last
archives.
time we played at the Fete, if I'm not mistaken.
No. We played the Fete since then.
Did we?
Yeah, we returned as headliners.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, that was in the lounge.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It goes, one day I'll get to see you.
Ed, you're
That's so funny.
You're funny. Ed, you're funny. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh.
Oh yeah. Hit it 5 times and it's live.
Okay.
So the new time for this podcast will be 8. It's about to be 8 right now. So we're right on time.
Here we go. Welcome
Okay.
to the podcast.
For those of you who've been following the Lexi Swarm story, before I ask her, what did everybody think about Lexi playing her first show on keyboards? Did you guys... Bless you. What do you guys think? Was it fun?
Oh, this tastes good.
Do you have any advice? Do you guys have any feedback? Is there anything we could do better? Is there anything we could work on?
Where did I fail?
you definitely didn't fail. Don't be like that. There's no failure. Even if you mess up, it's not a failure.
Very true.
Don't play with that on here because it's going to go crinkle, crinkle. You hear that?
But some people might like ASMR, but you make a good point.
They can listen to you for ASMR. That's why we're talking.
This is the time where we put
That's not ASMR. That's psychopathic stuff. I'm going to let her get this out of her system.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay.
Who wants to put a 1 in the chat if you want to hear Lexi breathe hard for the next 40 minutes?
The way you said
Jesus.
that was funny.
You might get a couple 1s. Look, everybody's being polite. See that?
Yeah.
ASMR core.
Yeah.
No. Craig's like, fuck this one.
Thank you.
Yeah, Rio goes 40 minutes. I'm gonna need some orange juice. You guys are great. You guys are so funny. No one if it gents. Get. I can feel that. All right, so
Get genty.
what'd you think? Did you like the keyboard experience? What was your what did you go through anything interesting? Was it like you thought it was gonna be?
I had a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't. It was, but it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be.
Well, explain, please.
So I thought I was going to be able to read my notes on my notebook,
Yeah.
but you and everyone else in the band that have been in a band and performing with an instrument,
Yeah.
know and told me
Yeah.
that I'm not going to be able to read any of that on stage.
Do you see now why we make the set lists like that on stage?
Yeah.
So hold on. So you brought notes on stage with your keyboard, and where did you set them up on your keyboard, or like what was the plan there?
So I set them up on my keyboard, kind of like how I do at band practice.
Okay.
And like I could read a little bit, but I couldn't read everything.
Right.
So I kind of felt like I was a little bit on my own, quote unquote.
Oh, okay. Okay. Good.
But what kind of made it like I wasn't on my own was like trusting the training and the learning prior to.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
So like I'm beginning to understand like playing the keyboard.
Do you know why that now you understand why we practice so much?
Yeah.
Now you understand why we practice until it's second nature.
Yes. So you could perform without worrying if you're going to miss a D chord and play D minor instead of D major.
You can't, right, sometimes you can't rely on your ears out there.
No. So that was like the first time where I really had to like trust myself.
Yes.
And I've never done that in that way.
You've never trusted yourself in the dark.
No.
No, it's good. That's
So what
awesome.
I've learned from so far
Mm-hmm.
of being a keyboard player or
Yep.
playing an instrument is you really have to battle yourself.
Yes.
And that it really is it. Like you are yourself to blame if you stop playing the instrument in this scenario. There's other reasons why someone would want to stop playing an instrument. But like in this scenario, like from what I'm saying, like if you want to stop playing the instrument or if you're getting cold feet and it's like, oh, I don't think I can do this, it may not necessarily be like that's the wrong instrument. It could just also be you tackling yourself and your self confidence and a lot of that.
Video says play. Keyboard play is to the melody, like a handful of sparkle in Mel's hands, aiming at Will's nostrils. It's the highlighter, and Lexi is awesome. You have picked it up this fast. Swarmy endorsed. Ooh,
Whoa, video, thank you so much.
that is fucking huge.
Wow. Once I
That's
learned
huge, man.
what helped me figure out the keyboard like that is once I knew where the notes were, I could figure out how to play them.
Mm-hmm.
So once I knew what made up the chord that I'm always going to struggle with is D minor and D major. So I'm going to use that as an example again. So
You won't
once
struggle
I
with that forever, I promise. It feels
right,
like
right.
that now.
But once I figured out the notes to play a D minor, I'll play D minor anywhere on the keyboard. I'll know where that is. No, just knowing where the notes are
Video
and how
says,
that's repeated.
muscle memory, babe, you got this.
Oh,
You got it.
thank
You
you.
do though. She's not bullshitting you.
Thank
He's not gonna
you.
fuck with you like that. That's why I asked these particular people.
You guys are
They're
awesome.
never gonna fuck with you like that.
Thank you. No,
And
I love playing the keyboard. I want to see
when
where it
video comes
goes.
up, you know, when video comes up, we'll all sit together, me, you, video, hopefully Rob, you know, and we'll plug a couple keyboards in.
Oh,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And you can show him what you've been working on, and you know, you guys can work on it.
Okay. Yeah, I love
It's a
that.
good
Let's do
idea.
that. Please, that'd be great. I
Yo,
love that.
now listen to what Ed said. He goes, now if Will could only find his headstock. I love this thing going on between me and Ed and the guitar. This shit is it's funny because all the shit he's saying to me is the shit I used to say when I was watching people play Strandbergs. I know it. I was like, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever. You know what I mean? I can't even say it looks cool.
That's funny.
It's to me, it still looks funny on stage. It does. I was watching myself play it. I was like, oh, that's weird. It is.
That's funny. But
It
the
is.
keyboard is so much fun to play. I'm excited to see
So you don't hate it,
how it evolves and
right?
where
This
I
is just
take
level
it
one.
and where it goes.
This is level one, and you know, it's like anything. You know, Sepsis is a forever band.
Mm.
You may bounce around, you may move around. You do a lot. You do a lot here, and you've done a lot here. So, I know you would. I know you would rock this. I'm interested to see what you do with it also in your own individual life and creativity. Especially like when you get your FA, stuff like that. All the different like composing ideas and
Mhm.
arranging. That's what's fun about workstations and keyboard. I can't arrange a symphony on my
Yeah.
Strandberg.
What really intrigues me about this instrument in particular
Yeah.
is you mentioned the writing concept of it.
Woof.
So that's really what's kept my interest and
Yeah.
curiosity and kept me like glued to it. Kind of like how I am to the drums.
Yes.
Knowing that I could write with this, I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
well this makes it a little bit more
Because
interesting."
especially because like you can switch a sound or a sound kit at any time. It can be like that much more inspiring because it like you can cleanse your palette. Like you've been playing bass for a while, switch a sound. It's going to inspire a whole different groove. switch a sound. It's going to inspire a whole different emotion. That's the cool thing.
Wow.
I
That's
can
so
do that a
cool.
little bit on guitar. You know, you can add distortion or make it clean or put some chorus on it. Just having it sound different can be inspiring for original ideas, you know?
Yeah.
Ed said he's applying for merch, girl.
Yes, please.
We would hire you in a second. And you know what? He'd sell too.
He was. I'm
He would
saying.
do it. Just him being him.
Please.
You can create daydreams with keyboard. You are the maker of moods now. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. He said it better than I did, but
Oh, you make the mood?
yeah. It's yes. Yes. He said
I
it
thought
better
the
than I do.
singer makes the mood.
This is within the people playing the instruments, my dear. Yes.
Oh, so I could play what
The
I
singer,
feel.
of course, the person that's vocalizing is like narrating, you know,
Uh-huh.
tying it together.
Uh-huh.
But as far as instrumentalists go,
Because I've been
the
playing to how you guys
instrumentalists
feel.
are the environment.
Oh.
The singer is, you know, traditionally inside the environment, working with the environment.
Oh, because I've been playing to how I think you all feel, you know.
That's
I didn't know
perspective.
that.
We're just playing with English now. That's perspective. I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here. I'm sitting. You know.
I didn't know that I play the mood. I didn't know that.
Well, of course, we all have a role.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yes, because of its atmospheric properties. Atmosphere, environment, mood. Environment.
Okay.
You know, environment. Think that. Environment, atmosphere, mood.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right, I put you in a prison, you can hear the hum of the electricity and the generators and the screaming.
Oh, so that's what makes like the thriller music, or like if you're watching a horror movie, you feel the suspense.
Well, we're talking about what particular instrument is being utilized. That's a whole different topic. Think of, because piano or keyboards don't just serve one role. But I think what he's referring to is the role that keyboard plays in hard rock, metal, and you know, in other type of music, keyboard might be front and center. Chopin. That's not it. That's not environment. That's up front. Whereas the keyboards in power metal or like Sepsiss music or Evanescence kind of ties in and glues together the emotional quality.
Okay.
This is major and bright. It's going to bring that out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
This is minor and seventhine, moody.
Makes sense.
You know what I mean? You're really going to be able to focus in on that. And I'll tell you why. Because you don't need to tune a keyboard. The wavicles are true. You're going to get true tone. Undeniable. Every time.
Hmm.
Whereas like you're going to, with bass or guitar, you're going to have a lot of obstacles in between that. Like string noise and distortion and slides and this whole bit. Whereas keyboard is hyper focused.
Okay.
Think of it like the glue. Whereas like in rock music, the guitars and drums take on a much broader theme.
Makes sense. I understand.
People who play instruments are connected to more than just physical. It's an extension of you. I agree, especially when you get good at it, when you understand it. When you know, it's like when you're picking up an instrument in the beginning. I'll just speak for myself. when I first started playing instruments, I didn't know that it had any of these properties. And I couldn't describe them because I didn't reach an experience. I didn't reach my own personal understanding. I didn't fully understand chords and scales and what voicings spoke to certain emotions. If you can't describe what you're doing, how do you know that you're doing it? If you can't talk about what you're doing, it's hard to fully understand it. And if you haven't done a thing for a long time, man, if you haven't learned from a lot of people and you haven't bounced a lot of ideas and experiences off of, I'm a guitar player, so I've been playing and bouncing my ideas off of hundreds and thousands of guitar players my entire life, not for a couple weeks. That's just for me to get I don't know shit about guitar, but that's what I've needed my entire life to have the basic understanding of what we're even talking about right now. And what I mean is, if when you pick up an instrument, like the first year or two is just all about not abandoning ship. You can't. I don't know if it's possible for a person. Same thing with a band. I don't know if it's possible for or a person. Are you really in love with somebody? You know what I mean? You met him 6 months ago. Can you really say? Do you have enough respect for yourself? Do you have enough self love for yourself and respect for the other person to be like, no, we've only been together 6 months. No, we've only been together a year. I don't know you that well. How well do you know the drums? You've only been playing a year. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Most people that have joined our band never play all the songs or learn all the songs. Can you really say you knew the band?
No.
See? So if you only learn a couple scales and a couple chords, can you ever say are you a guitar player?
No.
You know, if you've only been with him, if you've only been with her for a couple years, do you really know enough about that person? Have you been with that person long enough? Do you have enough credibility? How vulnerable have you gotten in front of this person? How are you guys mutually vulnerable after 2 years? And I'm a slow learner. In my experience, I don't fall deeply in love with things in the first year or two. I really gotta work with something, an instrument, a person. I have to really, myself personally, I have to really build up trust, respect, and credibility for the thing that I'm doing for me to start to have and develop a relationship and understanding that leads to wisdom. And you feel me?
Yeah.
Because, like, until you go through the pain of learning seventh chords and scales and learning how to sweep, until you're learning all the different techniques that are on the piano and you're using the pedal, how do you know if you like it or not? A person doesn't really know. They say, oh, yeah, I'm having a good time. Even respectfully, Lexi's not out here gushing about the drums and piano because she's not a fool. She's not going to set herself up and be like, oh, yes.
To break my own heart.
Right. She's not going to fall on her sword. She's just getting started. See what I'm saying, Morgan? Exactly. Like, I know a lot of people that have joined up or tried the project throughout the years, and they may say, "Oh man, sepsis is great. Sepsis sucks," or whatever. They may have a wide range of things that they say. But if you've been in a band and you haven't learned all their songs, or you haven't taken a couple laps, I don't know. I don't know if I'd go on a limb and say you've done anything unless you've done it, for 3 to 5 years. Are you really doing the thing? How well do you understand something or someone if you've only been there? Did you join up? Did you join a band and then you couldn't learn the music or you didn't want to follow the rules, so then it sucks, type of thing? You hear that with people that have jobs all the time.
Yeah.
They'll get a new job and they'll come home and they'll rant and rave and tell you how amazing it is. And then they'll rush to become an expert. I say, oh man, and these same people, they'll be going through jobs over and over again in life. You say, what happened? How many people in here have done a thing for more than 2 years?
Probably not.
Not, I don't know a lot of people in my life that have done a thing, and I don't mean parenting. That's like, please don't do that one. That's like the default one. People go, I've been a parent for 10 years.
Besides parenting.
No, besides your body parts
Right.
involuntarily working.
Right.
I'm talking about goals and stuff that we don't really have to do as a creature. As scientifically as a creature, I don't need to play guitar. My life doesn't depend on it. So it takes a lot more. It takes a lot of effort and unnecessary energy to learn how to play the guitar. Holy shit! Okay, there's one there. Kevin has worked at his job for 25 years. That to me, that is amazing, because
That's awesome.
right. So like, I can if we ever have a conversation about his job, he's going to hold a lot of wealth and credibility. In a conversation that I have with him about it. What I'm saying is, I think people they abandon ship before they see the full value of something. And it's completely understandable, because it would take you 2 or 3 years to even know if you like the drums or not. It would take you 2 or 3 years to get a grip, a conscious, cognitive, and purposeful understanding playing the keyboard. You would need to play keyboard for how long you been playing already? A year, right? About.
Not a year.
Not a year.
I started in June,
Oh,
so
that's not too bad. So you've been
probably
playing.
about
Well,
like 6 months.
all right. So it took you 6 months to get on stage.
Yeah.
It'd take you another year. It'd take another year, I think, to perfect your performance.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
and I don't think that how can you even have fun in the band? Not you, but like anybody joining a band. Because like people join bands because they have an image in their mind, right, of playing in front of a whole bunch of people, right,
Right.
and twisting around in the lights and singing songs and fist pumping. They've got this image playing in their head when they're trying out for a band. But you don't actually get to that image with the lights and the twirls and the fist pumping and the CD signing. You don't get to that image until there is a ton of fucking practice, until that comes after you kind of start liking what you're doing, and that comes after you're perfecting. And
That's why I'm glad that we started me off with. I don't know about anybody else when they started an instrument, but when we started the keyboard, you guys gave me more than before to start off on.
yes,
Just to see if I just liked playing keyboard, that's it.
right.
And it was that song. And we made changes from how I first learned it since then.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I'm glad that we started off with that. We
Yes.
did that song and then a couple courses from piano. And then I was like, okay, this is really interesting.
Video here says something really cool. He goes, 10,000 hours makes you deserve the chance to say, quote, let me show you how.
I like that.
I liked it. It definitely puts some.
Puts it into perspective.
Yes, it gives you an
And
idea.
it gives you an idea of what to work towards.
Yep.
If you want to be able to teach somebody.
So I learned how to play guitar in prison. A lot of people don't know that outright, but in prison I documented. Um, I think I stopped at 90,000 hours.
Did you teach anybody too?
No, I'm saying I documented it, and I just because of my me being moved around, I couldn't document it any longer.
It was
Yeah,
90,000.
let me see. Yeah, let me see. hmm I think.
That's incredible.
Hold on a second.
90,000.
Yeah, let me see something. Okay. How many days is 90,000 hours? Yes, it's approximate. It wasn't exactly that much.
It's
It was 3,000
approximately
days. Yeah,
3,000 days. How
yeah.
many years is that?
I don't know. Let's find out.
3,000
How
days.
many years is 3,000 days? Yeah, 4 years. Yeah.
Whoa.
You got to remember, I was doing
So
11
this
years
goes
in prison,
back,
but I was doing 11 years in prison. You have to remember that
right.
that's how I was able to achieve this.
But also, this goes back to what you were saying a little bit ago when
Yeah.
you say people don't really do things for 3 years until they figure out if they like it. You just proved
The average 4 year
that you did
cycle is a
four
common one
years
leap is
of you
300.
practicing and playing the guitar during your 11-year
It's 8 years. It's
sentence.
8 years.
Yeah,
It's
eight
8 years. My
years.
fault. Video's right.
Oh, it's 8 years?
Yes. Calculation 3,000 is 8.2. Yes. Which is correct. Which is correct.
Yeah. So you still don't know until like over 3 or 4 years if you really like something.
Right. That's that. Yeah.
If
I'm
you
really
really like it though, you wouldn't know
3,000.
until you
Eight
have
years.
done it.
Yeah. 8 years. Two in 2 months. In 3 months. Excuse me. 8 years and 3 months. That's scary. But I don't. It wasn't quite that much, is what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I said I stopped documenting.
Yeah.
Uh,
And you still play it, so you could still technically
like
document.
I did it. You know what I'm saying, with averages.
Right.
Like, oh, I got 10, 12 hours here, 12 hours there, 12 hours there, 12 hours there.
Right.
Like I
But
use
this
I
still
use the bathroom.
proves it still proves the idea that if you do something for an extended amount of time, you don't really know until you've done it an extended amount of time if you really like it. That it
Yes.
really is valuable.
Yes, that's what I mean. I know it sounds crazy and
But
obsessive, but
you
I
really have to repeat and do
yeah.
things because an object in motion tends to stay in motion.
More that's thank you. Thank you for saying that. Morgan says, but anything worth doing is also the hardest, so time put in always helps. But anything worth doing is also the hardest, so time. You have to explain that to me. You have to explain it to me a little bit more because my brain is fucked up. But I think I know what you mean. Yeah, I think he's saying some of the stuff that is most worth, some of the stuff that's most worthy and valuable. Sometimes is the hardest shit, man,
Yeah,
and it requires.
the most time.
Yes.
Hmm.
Here's the secret, Lexi. You know you will like it, even when not perfect. When you can hear what the music is trying to tell you, it will happen. Ooh. I love that type of shit. Video has
I
such great
love
self
that.
confidence. That's why we love him in his family. He's always pushing that. I feel like he's like a sepsis swarm wiseman,
Yeah, I like the way he said that.
right? That's what I'm saying. Video's got that Morpheus
It's
quality.
very. I was about to say it's very Morpheus and comforting. You are
All right, this
Morpheus.
first story is yours.
I've been looking at the headline this entire time and I'm just like, what is this? So it says, why does the internet keep crashing so often? First Google Cloud, then AWS, now Cloudflare. I've been reading this headline like, and the internet is crashing? So it says here, Cloudflare suffered a major outage on November 18th, and it took many major platforms down with it. OpenAI, Spotify, X, and Canva were among just some of the websites and services that went down Tuesday morning. Feel like you're experiencing deja vu? Well, you're not. The recent Cloudflare outage is not to be confused with the recent Microsoft Azure outage, which resulted in Xbox, Minecraft, and other platforms going down. And don't forget the other major incident that occurred in October when issues at Amazon Web Services, AWS, led to Amazon, Reddit, Snapchat, and other big platforms going offline. It's also completely separate from the June outage when Google Cloud Platform, GCP, and Cloudflare took down swaths of the internet. Oh, well, I didn't know this big outage was going on on
Okay,
separate
so
occasions.
the internet's biggest websites and platforms have been going down a lot lately. Lexi, what the hell is going on here?
So why do so many websites go down at the same time?
I don't know.
Those big social media platforms, e-commerce websites, and gaming networks are all using the same few major service providers to host and deliver their content, with Cloudflare being one of them. Cloudflare is one of the largest content delivery networks, which is a system that manages web traffic. When Cloudflare functions normally, it manages web traffic and protects platforms from attacks. Quote, CDNs are distributed infrastructures that accelerate content delivery and enhance user experience by catching and serving web content closer to users, end quote, explained Angelic Medina, head of internet intelligence at the network intelligence company Cisco Thousand Eyes to Mashable. They essentially serve as the front door to websites and applications, with users connecting to Cloudflare servers instead of those of its customers. When this front door becomes unavailable, users lose the entry point to many sites and applications, Medina said, given the large number of customers and sites that they service. Any meaningful disruption of their ability to deliver content could effectively render large parts of the internet unreachable to users. Basically, the internet has consolidated, and we're all reaping the rewards of that consolidation. This isn't just another technical setback, said Ramut Venate. I probably pronounced it wrong.
That's fine.
CEO of IPXO, a leading IP resource management platform in Europe, in a statement provided to Mashable. It's further proof of how exposed the digital economy is to various malfunctions in just a few of the digital infrastructure service providers.
Holy shit.
Yeah, this is wild. So they consolidated the internet.
What do you guys think? Morgan says the fucking mind control is starting slowly.
This is 1984.
And video says think of it as airport hubs. All major traffic hits the major hubs until the microwave oven breaks. Then the airport shuts down. And Carrie, no, these aren't 3D glasses, but they are. They look like it though. Here's one that's fun. I feel like I should read this one. Because why not? Why not? There you go. Gen Z daters want deeper connections, but some use AI to date, Hinge reports. Young adults also say that social meteors hold them back from being emotionally open.
What?
I don't fucking know. I go with whatever. I see how video says, "Oh, for God's sake." That's why I choose these. Now you know why. Dating in 2025 isn't for the faint of heart, especially if you are a young adult. Between growing up online and coming of age during COVID lockdowns, Gen Z has a distinct experience finding love compared to any other generation. The popular dating app Hinge. Have you guys heard of Hinge? Put a one in the chat if you've heard of Hinge. The popular dating app Hinge has distilled some of this experience in the app's latest DATE date. That's an acronym. Data Advanced Trends Expertise. Sounds hot and horny to me. Listen,
sounds like they're gonna fuck some robots.
Listen, this is why Gen Z's having a problem dating, because they're putting acronyms.
For everything.
Right. Lose the acronyms, you might get a hard on.
Not everything's an acronym.
Not everything's an algorithm.
Right. Cute.
Like, I see the erectile dysfunction ads that are coming out now.
Those are hilarious.
What is crazy to me is you're seeing all these ads for ED and premature ejaculation, and they're all kids in their 20s in the ads. I don't understand what the fuck is going on.
Someone's having a problem.
Well, what the fuck is going on? I don't hear guys my age complaining about ED.
They're not having the problem.
I don't hear guys my age talking about penis enlargement.
They don't have this issue.
I'm not hearing guys at my level of maturity complain about premature. You know what I'm talking about.
They don't have that problem. That's not their issue.
All the erectile dysfunction ads that you see on YouTube are gentlemen under 35.
Yeah. That
20s. Morgan's dying right now. They're all dying right now because they know I'm right. Mm-hmm. Everybody's been, because there's all guys like me, middle-aged guys, that are on YouTube, and we are shocked when we see commercials with erectile dysfunction.
Right.
What the fuck is going on, young fellas?
Anything you'd like to share with the class?
And I, you know what? I really don't want to know.
Don't know.
What's going on. But rhetorically.
That was being sarcastic.
What the fuck is going on? Why are erectile dysfunction ads aimed at kids?
What are they trying to say?
What the fuck is going on?
Like, now, hold on. Look at all the guys.
Look at all the middle-aged guys. And all my friends in my peer group in the chat right now.
They're dying.
They're fucking confused. They have no clue what to do.
Like, what
we don't know what happened. Right, like guys.
What kind of advertising strategy is that?
Guys my age have no clue what happened. Like, we watched that shit in disbelief. We're like, wait a minute, what? What the fuck happened? Is that real? Are you guys can't keep it up?
And why can't you keep it up?
And these ads are frequent.
Yeah.
And they're aggressive.
They're often. Hopefully it's not like that on the television.
You know what I mean? Under 25 and can't get a fucking odd one.
And it's like young women, too, promoting it. It's like young women.
What the fuck is going on?
Like pretty young girls. Like,
hold on, Morgan's going to help us out. Morgan says, I know what happened. People got into others' heads and made them think it's needed. Ooh,
that's psychological.
Imagine that's what it is. Imagine these guys can't get it up because they've been psychologically fucked.
That's brainwashing.
That's crazy. Somebody talk you out of your own private parts.
Why are people talking people
That's
out of
crazy.
themselves? Can we stop talking
Sir?
people out of themselves?
Right. You're not hearing anything anymore. Do you believe me? You can't hear. You're
like,
deaf.
Can we just like stop, like as a society?
Imagine
just, like,
convincing
stop?
somebody they were deaf, though. What did you just say
What
to
is
me?
this, a cult?
You didn't hear that. No, but what did you just say to me? You didn't hear that.
This sounds like a cult. That sounds like you're starting
That's
a
fucking
cult.
nuts. Video said, I told you drinking Red Bull was gonna cause problems.
Why didn't we listen to
I don't fuck with that. I'm not gonna play with none of that Red Bull.
From now on, I'm listening to Video.
That you said two of his names at one point. You can only listen to one of him at one time.
Geo.
Oh man. Morgan said, look at the world today. Look at what we grew up with compared to all the Mandela effects. There's some weird stuff with that. I saw some of that Simpsons stuff, scared the crap out of me. I'm like, I'm never going to watch The Simpsons ever again.
No.
Kerry said, I saw the last show on Facebook. Actually thought I was there. Yo, that's dope.
Wow.
Hey, for people that are in New Hampshire, we do Swarmy Fest every year. If we have someone coming from every area of the planet. So like if you're coming from Maine, we could probably get you a ride to the show. If you're coming from Portsmouth, we have friends that are coming from Portsmouth. We could probably get you to the show. If you're coming from Boston, don't miss Swarmy Fest next year.
Thank you.
Video said the issue is with the Gen Z boys saw their Gen X dad getting out of a shower and then they just gave up. Ooh.
Oh.
That could be. There could be a lot to that. Right, like the pressure to live up. I can see that.
To your dad's. Actually.
All you young boys out there are gonna get mad at me, but I don't. You know what I mean? I'm always reminding them all the time, like.
Yeah.
It's late to the party.
Super late.
What, Kev? You're the best, bro. I had so much fun, Kev, going to the restaurant with you. And Kevin hung out with me and my son at the restaurant, ate ribs.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Oh my God, that was so fun. Thank you so much for coming with me, bro. He gets the full, you know? There's a breakdown happening. Oh, okay. Can you hear that?
A little bit.
Oh. It.
Agoo.
Right. That's it. Oh, wait, no.
Oh.
Gen Z daters are 36% more hesitant than their millennial counterparts to initiate a deep conversation on the first date, meaning going beyond small talk. I'm not going to say anything disgusting on this program, but if we were not live right now, I would say something disgusting. Because I know how to deal with all that. Ask me when I'm off air. This aligns with previous research from Hinge. Why does everything come down to Hinge? This is starting to make me go off the hinges.
Right.
Hinge found that Gen Z singles were 47% more likely to say the pandemic made them nervous to talk to new people, compared to the millennials, and 25% more likely to say the pandemic made them less confident on a first date. Is it just me, but does none of this make a difference to me?
I don't understand.
I don't get this.
Did this to you.
Why is this a factor?
I don't get how a pandemic made you less confident. And I kind of understand the nervous to talk to new people. I kind of get that. But what's really gotten me dumbfounded and baffled is, how did the pandemic make you less confident? How? Did you eat a lot?
What's going on?
Like, what happened to you? Did you eat a lot? Did you watch a lot of social media?
Why does that have to do with anything?
Because during the pandemic, people that are in Gen Z that probably didn't know what else to do besides scroll endlessly on social
Then
media
stop.
and ate a lot, and they probably got fat being in the lockdown during the pandemic.
Okay, but that's
So they
not.
probably got. But I don't get the best part that it doesn't make sense to me. The part that kind of makes sense is you're nervous to talk to new people, you don't want to get sick. I get that.
You're a little out of practice. I get that.
But the make you less confident, that's where I'm like, I don't get that. I really don't get that.
Right. If you had low self-esteem prior to 2019 and you did nothing to work on it, you might still have some of those same challenges.
So it can't just be the pandemic,
Right.
it's you.
Right. If you were an asshole, okay, in 2020 and you haven't worked on it,
You're still gonna
you
be an
might
asshole.
you might still be a lingering asshole.
You'll never stop because that's just what happened to you. You continue to be, and now you are. Or you continue to be fat, and now you are.
If you were an alcoholic,
Before the pandemic.
right, and
You're
you
going to
continued
be.
to drink, you might have some challenges with addiction.
Right. That has nothing to do with the pandemic. That has everything to do with you.
I am blindsided by this nonsense.
Did a Gen Z person write this?
I don't
Like,
know. Now at the end of the year, 2025, 30% of all Hinge daters. I know. The other thing I want to say is I don't think Hinge knows everything about everybody's love life.
they don't.
Hinge daters across genders and sexualities say they're holding back from having a deeper conversation because they don't know how to start.
Okay, that's the real issue. Is they don't know how to start because no one
Why
taught
not?
them.
Huh, they have Hinge. Why doesn't Hinge tell them?
Right. Hinge seems to know more about them than they know about dating. Sounds like they need education and someone to teach them how to date. They need something other than the internet. I think they need some mentors or something to teach them.
Carrie
how
said,
to date.
alcohol is addicted to me, not the other way around. It's one way to show him who's boss. Survey finds that 97% of people can't tell if a song is made by artificial intelligence or by humans. Even if they can't tell, many listeners just don't want AI music mixed with real music on audio platforms. And who was the motherfucker who thought that they would?
Right.
Hey Google, show me girls with low standards. There's probably a lot there. On on all versions and varieties of people. Take it away, Lex.
AI music is beginning to fill up music streaming libraries, and a lot of music lovers aren't happy about it. However, according to a new study conducted by French music streaming service Deezer in Ipsos, 97% of people surveyed couldn't tell that a song was fully generated by AI instead of a human. Out of that group, the majority, or 52%, felt uncomfortable about the fact that they couldn't tell the difference. AI generated music has certainly advanced over the years, but that's not the only reason people can struggle to identify AI songs. A lot of popular music is rather formulaic, for, formulaic, meaning
I've never even seen that word before, so you gotta do it. Yeah, I've never seen that before.
Meaning it's rather easy for AI to mimic, at least when it comes to instrumentals.
Mm. I agree with that. I can see that.
Hmm? It's mimicking humans, so it makes
Well,
sense that it would
it's also
mimic
mimicking like predictable and boring.
generic stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
The study from Deezers and iSpose is an interesting one, as it finds people aren't completely opposed to AI. For example, 46% of people surveyed thought AI could be used to help them discover new music. In addition, 66% of people said they would give AI music a try at least once out of curiosity. However, it seems like people start to feel an opposition to AI music once they feel deceived. The survey found that 80% of people want AI music clearly labeled on platforms. Another 72% would want to know if a platform was recommending fully AI generated music to them.
Mm.
Nearly half, or 45% of users, would filter out AI generated music, and 40% would skip AI music if they came across it.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Um, and video reports. I'm happy to say that my year-long experiment with AI is over. I have canceled my subscription. Some things I hate, some things I like, but I prefer the real thing and will teach myself to make my own magic now. I'm not gonna disagree with that. You guys know me. I'm not for or against it. I make real music, so I don't need. I'm not gonna say real. Let me try some different language. I have built myself up as a musician where I can express myself broadly, and I continue to enjoy the challenge of taking on a pathway where I'm discovering new things about my ability, technique, and I'm a work in progress. So those two things, I have made it to a point where I can express myself to the point of satisfaction. I'm having a good time arranging and composing and playing. However, with the idea that I'm still a work in progress, and that's why musically I won't be using artificial intelligence because a big part of my kink, a big part of my rush is actually not knowing everything and not having things done for me. A part of my big rush is actually going through the process and pain of learning, of going through the adventure, of having the story and struggle of being a musician is absolutely part of it for me. You know, um, so I'm actually always looking for more ways to cut out technology. I'm looking for more ways personally, and this is just for my own personal tastes, tastefully. Um, I'm hoping that in the future, really, we will be using more analog and acoustic tools um, for projects that I have in the future. You know, fucking hand drums and
Oh, yeah.
percussion and
Go
fucking
crazy with
yeah.
them.
You know, it's really I'd love to use wind. I
Mm.
would love to use real life percussion. That's a dream for me. I have a very orchestral, cerebral approach to music, and um, the part of the big satisfaction for me is not having someone else come in and do it for me. And I think that that's why AI doesn't really appeal to musicians like me. However, I think that it is very cool for other things, and I think people should continue to use it based on their own tastes. I've never I think it's fun to play with the conversation, but if you can go back and some of our deepest videos, I've never really been for or against people using AI or not. I think the general idea and stance is that I wouldn't be right because Sepsiss isn't using AI in their music. I think the general idea is that I would be against it or something, but I'm not. It's like the backtrack thing. We don't use backtracks, we never have. So I think the general idea is that people would imagine that we're opposed or against other people using backtracks. But the actual belief is, I think that some bands probably sound better with backtracks. Therefore, they should use them. And I think there are some composers and arrangers where the missing thing that they really need is AI to come into their lives. The one missing thing that some composers are missing is something like AI in their lives to come and tie things together. I just haven't needed it. I'm having fun making mistakes. I'm having fun taking risks. I think AI is for people who might not like that. People who want to get it right on the first time. They don't want to deal with the years that it takes to learn a guitar. It could be a real pain in the ass. But for me, I enjoy the privilege of that pain. Video said it's our job to decide where AI needs to be. It will creep into any weakness in modern music, but only if we allow it to. Right, no doubt, no doubt. Danielle says I have an electric wind organ from the '60s. Oh my God, that's nice.
Awesome.
Hey, you should do some
Wow.
do some videos of that, and
That's really cool.
if you could, Danielle, do some videos and then put them in our group, the Swarm. I'd love to see some videos of you playing that. That'd be awesome. And my good friend Derek, how's it going? Yo, thank you so much, Derek. I always appreciate you. Thank you for visiting. Layering and nuance. You're an artist. Yeah, thank you everybody for being a part of the conversation. This next we got two more stories and we'll split. Thank you guys for sticking around and hanging with us. Danielle says hi.
Hello.
Yeah, Lexi's in the house. My talented and beautiful co-host. My talented, beautiful, and deadly.
Deadly.
She's deadly.
Deadly.
Keyboardist and screamer.
Thank you.
There you go. Google boss sounds the alarm over $1 trillion AI bubble. Take it away, Lex. Look at this charming character.
For a second, I thought it was Cash Patel. Just
Oh,
looking
that's
at the
terrifying.
forehead.
I won't put you through that.
If fears of an AI bubble bursting were already keeping people up at night, recent comments from Alphabet CEO Sundar Pichai certainly won't help. The Google chief sat down with BBC for an exclusive interview to talk all things AI, from energy demands to UK investment to the future of jobs. But the most striking moment came when Pichai admitted that if the AI bubble does burst, no one is safe.
Oh shit. That sounds fucking threatening.
Right? He says, quote, I think no company is going to be immune, including us.
That's fucking video. Are you listening to this shit?
Right?
That's like
Yeah.
scary.
In the interview, Pichai said that while the AI sector has seen tremendous growth, there's also a lot of irrationality fueling the bottom as valuations and investments rocket upward. He warned that the industry can overshoot during hype cycles like this, drawing a direct parallel to the dot-com boom and bust of the late 90s and early 2000s.
All right, we're all fucked. It's fucking Skynet.
Right? The dot-com era early The saw early internet companies skyrocket in value, to pure optimism, only for the bubble to burst in 2000, wiping out hundreds of companies and countless jobs.
Video, you remember that shit. Derek,
Oh,
you probably do too.
oh yeah. The concern now is that AI may follow a similar trajectory. Big tech valuations have surged in recent months. Alphabet has reached a valuation of $3.5 trillion. OpenAI has reportedly hit 500 billion valuation dollars, and NVIDIA has become the first company to ever surpass the $500 trillion mark.
Woof.
But cracks are beginning to show. In the past few weeks, several major investors have started overflooding NVIDIA stock. On Monday, it was reported that Peter Thiel's hedge fund exited its entire $94 million position. Even more eyebrow raising, Michael Burry, famous for predicting the 200 sorry the 2007-2008 mortgage crisis,
Mm-hmm.
is reportedly betting against NVIDIA and Palantir.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
The guy that predicted the mortgage crisis in 2007 is reportedly betting against Nvidia and Palantir. That's interesting. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, it's one for the good guys if you're keeping score.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it, everybody. That's good.
Yeah. Thank you guys for
The last one is
watching.
about old Mark. You guys have heard about old fucking Mark. You guys are all talking about that.
Well, tune in next week at our new time, 8 p.m. for the Sepsiss show. Hopefully, we'll have more guests.
Video says before we go, it says overhyping capability of data that equates to the true mental capacity of an infant. Proud parent syndrome. Bragging about their child's first somersault, even if it ends in a broken coffee table. Concussion. Dude, fucking
He solved it.
and really like what I appreciate about videos feedback is he's not just somebody that's reading along the fucking article. He went out on his own and saw for himself. He pushed the technology. He used his art and his intelligence and what he does, and he took his experience and he pushed against the technology and say how far can I take it? Let me bend it. Let me twist it. Let me see what it does. He didn't read the first few paragraphs and go, I'm going to sacrifice my firstborn. I'm not going to put the blood on the door.
You're not going to have any magical thinking.
No, it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. It was very objective. And
Oh, Derek, we love and respect you too as well.
Bye, guys.
Big shout out to the band, a call to action, and thank you, Video, for stopping in. Morgan, of course, Danielle, thank you so much. We love you. And who else was in here tonight? I've seen a couple other people popping up. I'm so sorry. Hans was in here, but he's a staff member.
Right.
Stay tuned for Inclusive Community Gaming next. We go live Wednesdays and Fridays with ICG. Come play video games with us. Jump in the Discord. I'll see you guys in a few. Much love and respect.
Bye.